When you're scared to protest. I want to talk about something heavy today. And if you're listening and your chest already feels tight, same here. Because the shooting of Alex Pretti in Minneapolis shook a lot of us. Not just because someone died, but because it's in a space that's supposed to be about voices, not bullets. And if you're feeling scared to protest right now, I want you to hear this clearly. That fear makes sense. It isn't weakness. It isn't not caring enough. This is your nervous system saying, hey, something doesn't feel right. And that's human. I keep seeing people say things like, if you're silent, you're complicit. If you're scared, you're letting them win. And honestly, that kind of talk can mess with your head because you're not just processing grief or anger. You're also judging yourself for being afraid. Let me say this slowly. Fear is not a mortal failure. Fear is information. What happened to Alex Pretti wasn't abstract. It wasn't history. It wasn't a documentary with a neat ending. It was real. It was recent. And it shows us that protesting something that's supposed to be protected can suddenly feel dangerous. So if part of you is thinking, I want justice, but I also want to go home alive, you're not broken. You're paying attention. Here's something that helps me every time something feels too big. First, name what you're feeling. Not fix it, not spin it. Just name it. I'm scared. I'm angry. I'm exhausted. I don't know what the right move is. Naming it brings it out of the spiral and into the light. Second, limit the doom spiral. Staying informed is important, but marinating in nonstop footage, hot takes, and speculation, that is like pouring gasoline on anxiety. Pick a couple of trusted sources, check once or twice a day, and then close the app. You're allowed to protect your nervous system. Third part, and this matters, you do not owe the world your physical safety. Let me repeat that. You do not owe the world your personal safety. You do not owe the world your body. Supporting change does not only happen in the streets. It also happens on phone calls, donations, conversations, voting, writing, organizing, mutual aid. If marching right now feels unsafe for you, that does not erase your values. There is more than one way to show up. If you do feel overwhelmed in your body, your heart is racing, breath is shallow, thoughts spiraling, try this. Slow inhales through your nose, long exhales through your mouth. Or name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear. It sounds simple, but it tells your brain, I'm here and I'm safe right now. And please don't do this alone. Talk to someone you trust. Say the quiet part out loud. Fear shrinks when you share it. And if this fear is starting to bleed into your sleep, your appetite, and your ability to function, that's not something to power through. That's something to get support for. I want to end with this. You can care deeply and move carefully. You can want justice and want to be safe. You can step back today and still step forward tomorrow. None of that makes you a coward. It still makes you human. If you're scared right now, you're not alone, and you're still allowed to matter. We'll keep talking about this together. Thank you for watching. The struggle continues. And I'm going to leave a list of a lot of other things that you can do besides protesting that'll really help, either in the pinned comment or I'll leave it a picture on the screen. Thanks for any support you can give. This really needs to end.